Hey, what's up, guys? Josiah here. Now, remember I did a video about people. I'm sorry. Some people who do things that make me cringe video, and one of them is people who use AI for their thumbnails nowadays. You see this a lot when you go to YouTube or Instagram. Excuse me. Um, as you can tell and read by the title, I'll discuss about what do I think of AI and artificial intelligence. Because in my opinion, there are two sides of AI. So you can bear with me here as I can explain in my own words. You could agree or disagree, but I'll let you guys know one thing: I will never using AI or use a computer system to replace creativity. Not at all. I still write stories. I still write the scripts for the nostalgic pal movies. I still edit. I still use music. I still draw and paint and write stuff on my notebooks or journals. But I would never ever replace creativity. I would never do that. I mean, I still color. I still use coloring books. I'm 23 years old. I still use coloring books because adults use coloring books as well, with along with kids. So so there's, in my opinion, there's two sides of artificial intelligence. There's a good side, which helps give you answers quickly, or the right answers. When you're doing your homework or something, or study for a test. If you're a college student, and ask what's the answer was if you forgot the question, and it gives you the answer. I mean, it's a good thing, unless you want to piss off the professor. These videos where the professor's really upset and his face is red. At first I thought, is it real or is this AI or fake? I can't. It's the thing. That's the thing about AI. Nobody knows anymore. Nobody knows that if it's fake or real or not. It's just AI. That's one thing, and there's another thing I mentioned in my last video, which is fakeyou.com, which is a website for when you voice a character that the voice impression you can't really do, and then they have this exact character voice that you always wanted. So you record your lines, and then it sounded like you sounded like the real character. Now, I might have explained it in my last video, but the reason why I use fakeyou.com is I can do pretty good impressions, but there are some impressions that I cannot do personally, because when I did Beware of the DreamWorks Land, the first Nostalgic Pals movie, I'm afraid if I do it without fakeyou.com, it might sound like everybody sounds the same, and I don't want that to turn out like that. So I thought, there's got to be something. There's got to be a quicker, better way like that. And that's when fakeyou.com begins to play. It comes to play. It's hard for me to do those impressions. So to some of the impressions that I cannot do, I use fakeyou.com. I search up for that question. What the heck? This character that I wanted, and then I record my lines, ask the character, and then it turns out that you sound like the exact same character from a TV show or a movie, or it's much easier this way, in my opinion. Now, I know some of my friends are against AI, and I understand that. I agree. I'm against AI. But I feel like the good side of AI was getting answers quickly and helping you voice the character if you're having trouble with it. So that's the good side. On the other hand, which of course Of course, people using Sora AI, using characters from the past who unfortunately passed away and bring them back to life. And I remember, and it just ruins it and do it their way. I remember I've seen this one person who created this Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood episode with Chris Farley on it, and then Chris Farley referenced to These Nuts, the meme from 10, 11 years ago, and I knew what you guys were thinking when we all saw it. This was on Facebook, and I'm like, is this real, or is it AI, or is this fake? It boggles my mind that people like that can get away with it. I don't know if the videos from Sora AI was made by a human. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. It really confuses me. I think another one is when Mr. Rogers go on the ring with Hulk Hogan or something. I don't know. It was something. It's not exactly Hulk Hogan, but what else? I seen another Michael Jackson Sora AI when he's in KFC, or he makes him look like he's robbing a store, and I thought, this is ridiculous. I know for darn sure Michael would never do that. It sucks though. It sucks that some people don't care anymore and just too lazy to use creativity. I mean, does anybody edit anymore, or write something, or draw, or they just go on their phones and just create something that is not really necessary or we don't really need it? I have a friend. I have a friend of mine that I stopped being friends with. Keeps sending me these Wiggles Sora AI when the Wiggles get arrested and the cop was giving him a ticket, or there was another friend, which I can't really say names or can't mention them. Keeps sending me photos of the Wiggles going to Disneyland or Walt Disney World, which it looks really accurate, but I know for darn sure that's AI. First of all, Disney and the Wiggles stopped collabing together ever since 2006 or 2009. I'm not. Sorry, I had a little cough. I guess they stopped collabing with each other in 2009. I think that's when the Imagination Movers replaced them. I guess it got more rates more than Wiggles around that time. But I do love both the Wiggles and Imagination Movers. I do love both. I'm not comparing them. So anyway, it's and I find this ridiculous, and I keep telling this guy to stop, and he said, "I'm sorry," but he won't listen. He just keeps sending me these stupid AI photos, which again, it looks accurate, but I know for a fact that's AI. How can I tell if it's AI? Because I can see by the faces if it's blurred. Sorry if that's Apollo barking for no reason. I apologize. So anyway, I can tell if it's AI because some of the images looks really weird. Some of the people's faces are blurred, and the photos that this guy keeps sending me, some of the characters look weird. Like Mickey Mouse is wearing his usual outfit, and then next to him is Minnie Mouse wearing the exact same outfit as Mickey. I was like, okay, I need to investigate this, which I did. And then people, I know I've seen this one with Will Smith eating spaghetti, and then gets invited by the presidents to eat spaghetti. It's really weird. And another one, I can't believe I'm going to talk about this. Some guy just made the George Carlin AI stand-up comedy special, and it was really weird. And I wasn't even laughing at all. It's like Fozzie Bear telling an underrated joke and nobody even laughed. No offense to Fozzie. I still think it's funny. I rather listen to Fozzie's jokes instead of watching the Sora AI that everybody's keep making. I mean, it's sad that I just saw. I mean, George Carlin's rolling in his grave right now because some guy or some robot just made it. It's a freaking pancake fest out there. It sucks. It really sucks. I even told one friend, Ali Justin 2000. I told him that I rather stick with the good side of AI, fakeyou.com, and he understood. I mean, I may sound like a broken record, but I still use creativity most of all. So I wouldn't recommend watching these Sora error. Almost said error. These Sora AI videos. It's a waste of time. It's stupid, and I forgot to mention that somebody making these characters on television, and they try to make it scare the crap out of you, like Homer Simpson or SpongeBob, and they just make scary faces and on the television screen, and they just explode. What were they thinking? Who got raised by animals? Who raised these people? I don't even know if these Sora AI videos made by a guy or a woman or a child or a robot. I don't know. I mean, whatever happened to watching cat videos and dogs just having a lightsaber fight as a Star Wars videos? What happened to those classic videos? And the CEO of YouTube is pretty stupid because he loves crap like this. All the greed and all the money and all the AI generated stuff that these billionaires love and use for their advertisements and their videos to promote their stuff. Is this where we're heading in this country? I don't know. It's only going to get worse. Dear God, help us all. God, I want you to help us to get rid of these AI people. And just tell these AI bots to go away. So that's about it. That's all I can talk about AI and what I think about it. The filming of the Attractions a Symbol movie, it's still going to be a delay because the fakeyou.com is still pending when I recorded just to test it out. I did Buzz Lightyear. I did one of his lines, and it's still pending with the white line with a circle and still spinning. I'm sure after I'm filming this video and when I check, it's still going to be spinning. So this probably would take a long while. I'm not 100% sure, but I know for darn sure the project will not going to get canceled. Not at all. It's still happening. I mean, I'm still under the weather, although I'm sounding a little better. But I'm just worried and concerned about fakeyou.com acting dumb. Because there's some guy, some little invisible gremlin just messing with the system. I don't know, but when fakeyou.com goes back to normal and when I continue doing lines that I wrote in the script, I'll let you guys know that I'll let you guys know by then. So anyway, that's it for this video. It's a big topic. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. I love you guys very much. Thanks for understanding me. You could agree or disagree with me. It doesn't matter. It's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Be smart out there. Think smart. That is exactly what I needed.